Favorite arcade game is the last one.
I threw so many quarters into that.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Guesthouse. I am Chrissy Costanza, and today I am joined by a very special guest. It is country music artist Chris Young. Chris, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I love this for us, that it's Chris and Chrissy. There's going to be no name confusion here whatsoever.
It's going to make it easy for both of us.
20 and 60 is just a simple, fun icebreaker game. 20 questions in 60 seconds. Try and answer as many of them as you can. These are mostly gaming-themed questions with a couple random ones sprinkled in. And don't worry about getting the answer right. Just worry about getting the answer quick so we can get to the next question.
Okay.
All right?
Cool.
You feel prepared?
I'm as good as I'm going to get, so let's have at it.
All right. 60 seconds are going on the clock, and we're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1. Favorite game to play on tour?
Definitely Call of Duty.
Best Call of Duty map?
Ooh, any of them really. I can't pick.
Artist you'd like to collab with?
I'd say Kane Brown, but we have a song already, so Carrie Underwood.
Favorite game, first game you rage quit in?
The first game I rage quit in was Super Mario Brothers.
Favorite food on tour?
Definitely tacos.
Favorite gamer slang?
Clutch a dub.
Favorite best gun in Warzone?
Ooh, I like the Finnick.
Last thing that made you laugh?
A game of Warzone.
Favorite place you visited on tour?
Definitely going to Europe.
Black Ops or Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare.
Favorite gamer to watch?
Ooh, Ninja.
Best Call of Duty teammate?
My buddy Josh Phillips.
Favorite all-time game?
Chrono Trigger.
And best breakfast food?
Eggs.
All right, time. That was awesome. That was
Other
14.
than me just completely blanking on favorite map, at least I got something.
It's one of those things where like someone could be like, if it was me, you could be like, what's your middle name? And I'd be like, John. And be like, what? No, it's not. It's just like under pressure, you forget everything.
And I play a lot of multiplayer, but normally I'm either Resurgence or I'm doing, Verdansk. So
Got it.
It's a bit like I'm a little bit delinquent on my multiplayer games for sure.
I love that. So you said the favorite place you visited on tour was Europe. Anywhere in particular?
I have like so many places that I could name, but
Yeah.
Stockholm, Sweden is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, I agree with that. I've only been once, and I cannot wait to go back. Your best Call of Duty teammate. Why are they your best Call of Duty teammate? What makes that work so well?
I think primarily because Josh and I kind of have a back and forth. We co-write a lot together, so we're buddies in music and outside. And I never feel like if we get a couple other random friends, either from me or from him, normally he and I can kind of figure out what we want to do and kind of lead.
You're able to carry the game together. All right,
he's carried me through a lot of games of Warzone before.
You gotta have a carry friend. That's the best part of having friends in gaming, is someone who can just carry you through to victory. All right, we have the other questions that we didn't get to. I'm gonna ask you them anyways, but without the time pressure this time. You said the best breakfast food was eggs. Do you mean that?
Yeah.
Dang.
I love eggs. Like honestly,
I'm with you.
If I've got like eggs and toast, I'm golden for breakfast.
I'm with you. I'm from New Jersey though, so I'm gonna go breakfast sandwich. Give me that pork roll, egg and cheese. All right, what is Tekken or Mortal Kombat for fighting games?
Man, I played way more Mortal Kombat than I played Tekken, and maybe that was because I grew up going to skating rinks a lot.
Yeah.
So there were always Mortal Kombat games. There wasn't always a Tekken cabinet.
Got ya.
So I just I played all those.
What about your favorite album of all time? Tough one.
Whew, oh yeah, that one. See, that would have stumped me. I would have wasted so much time on that if we were still playing the game.
It feels too important.
Yeah, that one's so big. It's kind of like, what is your favorite video game of all time for me? Because there's so many that I could go to, and there's so many different routes.
Right.
But if you made me give you an answer, my first album that I paid my own money for was LA to Miami by Keith Whitley.
There you go. I mean, that's a good enough reason for it to be your favorite, is that it's the first one that you bought yourself. I feel like that has so much more value to it. What about the first video game that you ever played?
That was Super Mario Brothers. That
Love
was
that.
the very first one that I ever played, like NES, and I actually went back prior to that game later on, as I found out like people were showing me Atari games and stuff because they knew I was into video games. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm one of those people that I started kind of beginning NES and went forward from there.
That's awesome. Okay, so this is a little tricky of a question. Favorite song title. So nothing about the song itself, the title of the song.
Does it have to be a country song? Or
No,
I
it could be
just go
anything.
anywhere?
Any song in the world.
Let's say Blood and Water.
Love that. I have a really good one for that. Have you ever heard of a band called the Texas Hippie Coalition?
That vaguely rings a bell, but I'm not gonna lie and be like I know everything.
No,
about them, so.
they just have a song called Pissed Off and Mad About It, and I think that's the greatest song title I've ever heard. Just love that for them.
I will say one of the weirdest song titles that I can think of off the top of my head was Snake Farm by Ray Wiley Hubbard.
I love that. I love that one. It makes you
it's very
interested.
random.
You want to know what's going on in that song. All right, Warzone or Zombies? So the Battle Royale or the zombie NPCs?
Oh, if you had asked me, I played zombies with friends like back in the day. I'm just more of a Warzone guy right now. I don't know.
That's fine. That's fair.
Maybe that makes me basic, but
No,
there you
that's
go.
fair. I mean, they're different. Favorite arcade game is the last one.
The really big X-Men cabinet that had
Oh.
like multiple stations all the way around, and it was huge and took up way too much room.
Yes.
I threw so many quarters into that.
That's
It
awesome.
would probably be a very close tie between that one or the first Street Fighter 2 of how many quarters got wasted on what game the most.
That's awesome. I love that. All right, that was another 20 and 60 with Chris Young. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a comment down below if you had a good time, and we'll see you next time.